Storm Door Guy here. If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering why your storm door glass randomly shattered. So let's get into that. In my experience, there's really only two reasons that storm door glass shatters. The first reason is usually impact related. And typically we find it with landscapers or mowing. You know, somebody's using a lawnmower and the blades pick up a rock and just shoot it straight through the glass. That would be, impact damage, or wind damage where you get a high wind gust and the door just hyperextends and it just quickly has a lot of torque on it. That can cause glass breakage. So typically it's an impact related incident that breaks that glass, because it's pretty tough to get it to break. I did a job years ago. This customer had a team of Alaskan Husky sled dogs, really beautiful dogs. I installed this door, and right at the end I told her, since the dogs were penned up, introduce them to the door, because right now what they see when you let them out of the bedroom is that the front door is wide open. Well, they didn't follow my advice, and as I was walking around the house back to the truck, I heard the dog, like, oh no, here it comes. I heard the barking, and then bam, an impact. And poor dog had a headache for about an hour, so he was perfectly fine. But the impact of that dog, it was probably a 90-pound dog. It actually bent the storm door frame. My storm door survived. It stayed closed and locked. The metal bent, and the glass was perfectly fine. So I had a 90-pound dog bounce off the storm door glass. It is pretty strong, but it's usually something impact related, and it's usually small, traveling at a fast velocity. So typically a rock from a landscaper. The number two thing that can happen is called thermal shock. Now, I've only heard about this in theory. I've never seen it actually in practice, and having done thousands of doors, I think it's pretty rare. So that's a good thing. But thermal shock is when you go from very, very hot to very cold all of a sudden. Typically it doesn't happen with the storm door. It just gets really hot during the day and then it cools down slowly at night. But usually impact or thermal shock is the reason that the glass breaks. And typically when storm door glass breaks, it's a safety glass, so it just shatters into a million different pieces, hopefully with no sharp edges. And then you have to contact the factory to get a new piece of glass, or sometimes it's even cheaper just to replace the door. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any other comments, questions, or problems, leave them in the comments below. I review every one and respond as quickly as I can. If you want more information about storm doors, I invite you to check out my YouTube channel, stormdoorguy.com, or at stormdoorguy, or visit us on the web at stormdoorguy.com. Enjoy the rest of your day.